We believe in so many different avenues. We've got our legends, we've got our myths, we've got our stories that have been carried down for thousands and thousands of years. This is why we are knowledgeable. We've studied the earth. Our ancestors knew about the earth, how it fed us, how we had to take care of it. They told us how to take care of Mother Earth. And this is why we have tried. We've tried with our Forest Service to keep our mountains intact. Our forest is the hair of Mother Earth. This is why we've got to take care of it. The rocks are the bones of Mother Earth. This is why it's got to be intact. And we can go on and on. I'm just telling you a little bit. This is why we are so careful on what we tell you.
I can't really remember a more diverse group and wanting to come here and share knowledge and visit. The traditional knowledge or the cultural knowledge, to work as a part of the environment, contributed to sustaining lifestyles or lifeways, and just a way of living and being.
Remember, before we were here, the spirits were here before us. We were given a perfect environment, from the fires, from the animals, everything. And when we got here, our ancestors learned from the animals, learned and watched from our environment, from nature, from the natural process. Over the years, we've lost that as humans. Somewhere we've disregarded those beliefs and those practices. And today, because after hundreds of years of trying to control, trying to suppress, we have changed our environment. We have suppressed our fires from the natural process, and in turn we have created a dense forest, a dangerous forest. When we were growing up, we were taught to understand and to respect all living things as an equal. Not to dominate, but to respect as an equal.
Building a good working relationship. 4 words that are so easy to say, they just kind of roll off the tip of your tongue. The Forest Service wants to build a good working relationship with tribes in their Aboriginal territory. It's so easy, but the reality is it takes work. And it begins by getting to know your partner. You know, coming to the elders and talking to them and listening to what their ideas are, listening to what their thoughts are, beginning to have a conversation.
Look at all the timber around here. This particular area got fir and pine, and they grow up together. And they get along pretty well. In my backyard up at Dog Lake, I got a trunk of a tree about that big. The north side of the trunk is pine, and the south side of the trunk is fir, and they're coming up together like that. I think that's a good example of how people should be.
We're blessed with elders that are willing to share, and we're learning. You know, we're still in a learning process of that dialogue. Forestry has field trips. They go and visit the elders, you know, on a pretty regular basis to inform them of what our plans are and try to get that feedback and their perspective of what they see. And, you know, like I said, that we're still developing that relationship. We're learning to listen to them because it is a totally different perspective, you know, from what we've learned in school.
When our ancestors was here, they left the sites, formations. Today, as a preservation on a project like this, our office goes out there and tell the forestry people, this area is a sacred. This area is important to us Indian people. So we make sure those people that's working around that project, it's effective.
We try to front load and maintain cultural resource advisors throughout the duration of the fire. And if you run into different cultural resources out there like artifacts and sites, historical sites, and other things, that we will provide cultural people to provide awareness, to especially go out there to take care of the biggest threat, and that's a mechanical disturbance from heavy equipment or even line digging. We've had some near misses on stone structures and especially historical burial grounds, and that really drives our emphasis and participation in trying to take care of those things. In a lot of cases, the fire is natural, and it may be okay that it burns through those sites or resources, but if you get down and disturb the land, is our biggest concern.
The world we live in, a lot of it is spiritual. Our medicine, our food. A lot of times when I'm in the mountains, now I can't find them.
I heard that same story from many elders at the Colville, how heartbroken they were that the forest weren't today what they used to be. They weren't as open. They were all grown in because of this oppression that they don't, you know, it broke their heart to see that.
And so traditional ecological knowledge, it's place-based and it's culture-based, and non-native audiences need to understand that.
Now, when I was growing up, I used to hear a lot of our people, the old people, used to say, "So watching lightning." When he cleans house, he uses fire. And that's the way it's always been.
Leave it alone. Let it burn. There's a reason that it's going to burn.